everyone and welcome to this video of Valorant Patch Notes 1.09 as my mic almost got hit by my blanket. Fun. Now, this one is so there's gonna be a lot of changes on this. Um it's mainly gonna be about the operator. The long-awaited nerf of the operator has finally came. A couple changes also for agents, for Jet, Brimstone, uh Killjoy. No, wait, hang on, not Killjoy. What the hell am I on? Rina, Omen, and Viper. Mainly a couple nerfs, but Viper did get a buff as well. I think Brimstone. Yeah, so Brimstone also got a buff. Rina, Jet, and Omen got a nerf. Oh, Omen's just kind of just a change, but hey. Weapon updates also about jumping, so making it less accurate and some Riot ID changes as well. So people's names in Riot, like in the Riot's account, um, some changes on that as well, and obviously some bug fixes as well. So let's get started. So this is what it currently looks like. So these are the patch notes list. I don't know why I clicked on that. Here it is. So get the updates. So the hero updates we got Omen, Jet, Viper, Arena, and Brimstone. Also changes to the operator. All weapons, the systematic update to accuracy when landing from a jump, just make it less accurate basically, and a Riot ID review, false name change for IDs violating the code of conduct. So now we're gonna move over here. Also after this, I will be going to this little video. Obviously, this is the Korean Valorant channel, just about the Valorant Patch Notes 1.09. So the agent updates, so there's only one for Omen. So for Paranoia, the updated projectile VFX to better represent its hitbox, especially when it is traveling towards your POV. So it's kind of just updating it really. And so we're keeping an eye on the overall power level of Paranoia, but as first step wanted to resolve visual issues and where players hit with Paranoia appear outside of its impact on the screen. Next up is Jet, who got a nerf on her ultimate, so her Blade Storm, and basically her Burst Fire. The time between consecutive Burst Fire use has increased from 0.33 seconds to 0.45 seconds. Daggers thrown in bursts now have a damage fall off that begins at 12 meters, which is pretty far away. Well, actually, no, it's actually not that far away. It's like so no, like the practice range where like you can change the meters. Just only add two, like so like on 10 meters, only add two. It's not that far away actually, so that's pretty big. And so and drop steadily to 35 damage at max fall off. So it begins at 12 meters and then it keeps going. And a headshot multiplier on burst fire has been reduced from 3 times to 2 times. So I think that's to kill them instantly. I think you need an extra 2 or an extra 1. I think it's an extra 2. While we continue to investigate some of her outside strengths, we think the burst fire on her blade storms has been has been overperforming at long ranges. Hang on, I just need to change something with my OBS. Okay, perfect. I just had to get rid of the record. The burst fire is intended to be close range attack, but we found it frequently getting frags at over 20 meters away. These changes aim to run in its effective range while retaining its close range potency. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Next up is Viper. So it says right here, while Viper is stronger than ever, her overall impact is lower than we'll like. This round of changes continues in the same vein as patch notes 1.07, which I'll leave a link in the description below for that, increasing her flexibility, especially when trying to play with teammates. The first one is fuel. I don't know why they didn't add this before, in the game, like before this update. Fuel, the Viper now starts around at 100 fuel, previously 50. I don't know why you didn't add that earlier. It would be so easy if it was added. Um, Now that Viper can place her war free round, we want her to be able to act with her team right at barrier drop without the tension of also trying to maximize her fuel for an initial move. So snakebite, so like the pit. The vulnerable debuff applies when snakebite now lingers for 2 seconds after leaving the Viper's acid. So it's cut now that it does make it more effective than previously. Obviously, because you could just walk over it and you won't get vulnerable ever again when you just walk off it. But now it'll be for 2 seconds. You really have to think like, okay, should I really walk over that or not? I don't think it does a lot of damage. I don't think so. Immediately dropping the vulnerable debrief upon exit wasn't creating the threat we've hoped for when we added it. These changes should make the Viper and team advantage window more realistic, as well as project a unique threat on opponents playing around it. I think this is going to be the final one. Viper's Pit. So she moves twice the speed while casting. Viper now fast equips her weapon after casting. Re-equip times vary per gun, but on average will reduce her weapon downtime by 0.4 seconds. The combination of a slow placement and re-equip time was resulting in Viper players getting too hurt or killed while casting ults in a situation we felt should be pretty safe. This change should increase the positional options available while casting and get your weapon up sooner. I actually quite like that change. I hate playing Viper. I'm not a Viper player. I think Viper. I think Viper is like the only character which I hate playing. All the other characters actually I really love playing, but Viper is the only one that I hate playing. I don't know if this is going to increase her pick rate. I think it might by a tiny bit. But I think she's still gonna be like so shit, just like she was ever really. When she was like, when like in Valorant, when she wasn't like shit because. Sorry, I'm just taking off my beanie. My hair is itchy as fuck. Like it's like the past like the whole cycle of Valorant. When was Viper like never shit? Like when was Viper like not in C? Always. She's been always at C. Sometimes she's been at B, but some. Don't look at me. I think I put her A once, and I immediately regret it. But hi-oh. Next up is Rina. Her Impress or her Ultimate. The fire rate bonus decreased from 25% to 15%. I think this is probably it's gonna be pretty big. In like gold to iron. Um, I don't. I think definitely players are gonna be hindered by that. Um, but like up in the higher, it's like no, it won't really do shit then. I don't freaking know it because obviously it just depends on how people play Valorant. Like if you play aggressively, this may hurt you a lot. Um, but yeah, so it'll be a lot slower than last time. At its previous fire rate, we felt Impress was too effective while using heavies slash SMGs and too fast to master the change in spray pattern or rifles. We hope this change allows us to address uh, um, both issues at once. While also giving us a chance to have a unified fire rate increase matching Brimstone's Stim Beacon below that players can learn and master. So speaking of Brimstone, his Stim Beacon was the fire rate bonus has been increased from 10% to 15%. However, with Rina's change above, we felt Brimstone's stim could use a little more punch. This also unifies our two fire rate increase buffs, making them easier to learn. So you can like use them as like a combination. So you're gonna have the Stim Beacon from Brim, and you you have Rina ulti. I think that'll be a pretty good pairing. Obviously, it just depends on where Brim places his Stim Beacon. Now go over to weapon updates. Before you jump to press that send button, please read our thinking before the operator changes below. The operator has been a frequent talking point around the community in the last few patches, so bear with us. The operator serves an important role in Valorant. It provides the most difficult technical challenge for teams to overcome. Yeah. Requires a strategic planning and clever utility use. We've been talking a long, we've been taking a long look at the weapon to try to understand the best way to adjust some of its outside strengths while ensuring it remains the most powerful angled holding weapon in the arsenal. For you aggressive operators, dry peeking angles with an operator is noticeable, more effective than we'll like, especially when jump peeking. Additionally, pushing an operator off of an angle with utility feels less vulnerable since the user is able to re-peek and kills their opponent at a reliable rate. This suit of the mechanical changes, dead zone, scoped moves, speed, fire rate, equip time, jump lane, inaccuracy, target these issues, increasing counterplay around high mobility operator play. The operator is still quite potent at peaking angles, but predictable repeats should be easier to punish. Regarding operator access, we're seeing some of you obtain the operator slash armor combo as early as round 3, and snowballing that led into additional ops throughout the half. The new price point delays the operator's appearance and increases the penalty for dying with one in hand. We hope to sorry, we hope to better balance the risk reward of using the premium weapon. A related note on break-in angles with abilities. Many abilities in the game are built to aggressively take angles, especially when a powerful weapon like the Operator is posted on that angle. The recent change to Breach, which was his ultimate, but you can't re-scope with the Operator, has given players access to more powerful angle breaking utility. But it still feels like there's more to be done. We're looking at a few changes for a couple of agents, but they will need some change. But they will need some additional reps um, internally to build confidence around them. Expect more from us in the future. So that was from Max Grossman, a lead agent designer. So speaking of the operator nerves, here it is. The increased price has now been upped by 500 from 45k to now 5,000, so 50k. The decreased scope movement speed from 76% to 72%. Adjust weapon dead zone from becoming inaccurate at 30% movement speed to 50% speed, or just 15%. Become inaccurate sooner, and became accurate later when scoping. The fire rate reduced from 0.75 to 0.6. Instant equip time adjust from 0.3 to 0.5. Instant equip plays after tapping orb, bomb defeat slash plant time, jet cloud burst, and phoenix curveball. And a leg shot damage has been decreased from 127 to 120. And these is for all the weapons. We've noticed a trend where players landing on from a jump are able to shoot accurately sooner that is reasonable. While this issue is most phenomenal to the operator, it is something that we've noticed across all weapons. Jump peak is vulnerable for the mix-up potential it provides, but it was also proven too difficult for players to reasonably deal with. These changes retain that mix-up potential while slightly increasing the time before the peaker can fire with perfectly accuracy. So the jump lane inaccuracy state changed from gradual to binary. Jump lane inaccuracy duration increased from from 0.2 to 0.225. And the jump lane inaccuracy value increased from 5.0 to 7.0, more inaccurate for 0.225 seconds after a land. It definitely changes that. Because obviously I think I've had that a couple times where I just jump and then I somehow get a kill. I'm like, what the hell? I should have not gotten a kill like that. That should have not worked. So I'm glad um, Riot is definitely addressing some of these changes with the operator, unlike a certain game um, publisher. Listen, but yeah, now we got a competitive updates. During this patch, the chances of being in an hour plus queue should be notably reduced. This is already a very rare occurrence, but it can happen more often for higher ranked players, especially in pre-med groups. We also we are also doing some tuning behind the scenes to keep your high rank matches found after long queue times reasonably balanced and fair. Now for the social updates. These are the Riot ID reviews. Players that have been reported for inappropriate Riot IDs. I've actually taken some photos of them that are kind of funny. Will now be reviewed automatically after the match has ended. If the name is flagged as inappropriate, they will be forced to change their Riot ID the next time they log into the Riot client. Removed multi-line breaks in chat. Some sneaky players were impersonating system messages to troll others into quitting a match. Enough. So yeah, they definitely dealt with that one. I've actually never seen this in my life, so yeah, I don't know what they're talking about, but yeah. Changes to party push to talk settings will now take effective immediately. The chat window can now be pinned to stay open across menus. Social panel sorting logic sorting algorithm for the social panel has been updated to make it more intuitive for players as they interact with it. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. We got 3 bug fixes. Fix an issue where server's hitbox was incorrect while using his owl drone. Fix the bug where Omen's glowing eyes weren't properly removed when he cancelled his ult. Yeah, I've seen that before. I was like, what the hell? Why is his eyes glowing? Fix the bug where custom game preferences would be wiped after navigating away from the custom game lobby. Now, with all that changes, let's go over to this video. Obviously, this is the Korean one. I don't know if I can change to English. Okay, here. So so thank God there's closed captions here for English. I'm so happy about that. So we're gonna watch this, and yeah, it will show all the it'll show all the changes from the agent updates and also for the weapon updates as well. So we're gonna start. I think it's Omen first. Oh, no, it's actually the operator. So those are the changes, basically. Operator requires 5,000. Let's go movement speed. Yeah, see, it's not that a lot. Obviously, the Viper's like up to here. And this one is actually not that far away. I don't think it's really going to be a big change, but we'll see. You can definitely see this one. This one is very, very slow. Now go over to the agent update. I think it's Omen first. Yeah. So it's just to see. Okay, I should know. Okay, okay, I can't say there, and yeah, it's just an easier way to avoid it. Zero, yeah, that's 8, yeah. So pretty big. Well, we got a bunch of buffs. Yeah, so yeah, you can definitely see the changes there. Alright, quick as well for crafting the weapon. From start. Only by one ammo, it's not that whole lot of a change, but hey. So 1.10 will be able to select the upgrade and any skin variant they want. So I obviously I I didn't see they asked Valorant, but that's what it's been saying. So players will be also able to select and upgrade any skin variant they want, which is very interesting. And that was it. How's that bunny? Oh, cool. Bunny's there from Overwatch. I'm not gonna do a tier list. So yeah, that's kind of really it actually. That's all I kind of really wanted to show you. Um, yeah, I will be maybe So about automation, I will be doing maybe a stream on it. Maybe today. I don't know, but I just have to wait. I just have to look and though. I just have to see if I can get everything right. Make sure that's not lagging, and yeah. So that's it for me now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope this video was actually quite informative to you. Probably not, but hey, it was worth a try. I'll leave a link to the video as well. Make sure you put on captions so you actually know what they're trying to say. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of really it. I'll also leave a link on Patch Notes 1.07, just so you could understand the breach change. And yeah, so I'll take you guys all later. Goodbye.